Oh, welcome back guys. This video is a continuation of the previous video. I was cut short, but we continue. I was tackling the question, have you ever been unlawfully, sorry, not that one. Have you ever been the subject of a removal or deportation hearing? For me, that's a no, but for some people, it's a yes. Please, if it's a yes, don't click no, because the system, once you are deported, it remains with your information. And they normally do a very serious background check. And one sim, one lie, only one lie is enough to disqualify you. We proceed. Have you failed to attend a hearing or removability or inadmissibility within the last 5 years? Whatever that is, as a no. Have you ever been unlawfully present, overstayed the amount of time granted by an immigration official, or otherwise violated the terms of US visa? For me, that's a no. I don't know for some people. So that's when you are invited to the United States and you are given that visa, don't overstay unless you don't want to go back to America the next time. But don't overstay. Don't stay there until your period expires, right? The next one is uh, are you subject to a civil penalty under INA 274C? I don't know what that is, but that's a no. Have you been ordered removed from the US during the last 5 years? No. I've been barely out of my village. Have you been ordered removed from the US for a second time within the last 20 years? No. I think I was like 4 years. Have you ever been unlawfully present and ordered removed from the US during the last 10 years? That's a no. Have you ever been unlawfully present in the US for more than 180 days, in bracket, but not more than 1 year, and have voluntarily departed the US within the last 3 years? That's for me, and no. Have you ever, the next is, have you ever been unlawfully present in the US for more than 1 year or more than 1 year in the aggregate at any time during the last 10 years? No. Have you ever withheld custody of a US citizen child outside the United States from a person granted legal custody by a US court? For me, that's a no. The next question is, have you ever intentionally assisted another person in withholding custody of a US citizen child outside the United States from a person granted legal custody by a US court? That's a no. If I had time, I would have explained more of that. But let's continue. Let's proceed. Have you voted in the United States in violation of any law or regulation? For me, that's a no. Have you ever renounced United States citizenship for the purpose of avoiding taxation? That, for me, is no. Have you attended a public elementary school or a public school on student F status after November 30, 1996 without reimbursing the school? No. Do you seek to enter the United States for the purpose of performing skilled or unskilled labor but have not yet been certified by the Secretary of Labor? Do you seek to enter the United States for the purpose of performing skilled and or unskilled labor but have not yet been certified by the Secretary of Labor? That's, for me, is no. Are you Are you a graduate of a foreign medical school seeking to perform medical services in the United States but have not yet passed the National Board of Medical Examiners examination or its equivalent? That's if you are for example, a doctor. I'm told, in US, when you go, for example, a nursing school, after you have successfully completed your period in, for example, a community college, then you'll have to do a certain exam. I'm forgetting the name. That will now give you like the permit now to work as a nurse. It's So that question to me is, I know I'm not even a medical student, but for the medical students, I hope you understand what that is. Are you a healthcare worker seeking to perform such work in the United States but have not yet received certification from the Commission on Graduates of Foreign Nursing Schools, or from an equivalent approved independent credentialing organization? That's what I was talking about a few minutes ago, but for me, that's no. Are you permanently ineligible for US citizenship? People who are permanently ineligible for US citizenship are people maybe who have been banned by the government from maybe for committing certain types of crime, maybe for doing things that you're not supposed to do. It's a journey, by the way. Once you are selected to proceed to the next level of filling your DS-260 form, it's a very, very long journey. It's a tedious journey, but it's worth it. Next one is, have you ever departed in the United States in order to evade military service during a time of war? No. Are you coming to the US to practice polygamy? That's no. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know if you guys believe in polygamy. I don't know how you are going to answer that. But I'd really advise to be a no. Are you a former exchange visitor, J, who has not yet fulfilled the 2-year foreign residence requirement? That for me is a no. I think I'm going towards the last part of this video. Thank you for your patience, guys, but we are yet to finish. The last two questions says, has the Secretary of Homeland Security of the United States ever determined that you knowingly made a frivolous application for asylum? For me, that's a yes. Some people normally maybe they look for asylum, but the procedure, the process that they follow, like the path that they choose when they go for asylum, is an illegal path, maybe full of lies, etc., etc. The last question: are you likely to become a public charge after you are admitted to the United States? That's a no. That's a no. Don't become a public charge. Don't become a burden to the to the to the to the to the to the don't become a burden to the government. So don't become a public charge. Don't become a burden to the government. Then the next part now is, if you answer yes to any of the following questions, please explain below. If you would have answered yes to any of the questions, all those questions that we have gone through, then you'll have to explain why you answered yes. You'll have to give your explanation, right? They give you a good chance of explaining yourself. For example, if you've ever been deported and you answered yes, explain yourself. Why were you deported? Which other question maybe you answered yes that will need you to explain yourself? There are lots of questions, right?